I'm here today to, of course, show you how to carve a turkey, and probably one of the nicer things about this is that there is really no one special way to carve a turkey. And this particular way of carving a turkey has been handed down by my family for a number of generations, and it suits us fine. But remember, there's no one special way. What we have here is a Chef's Pride turkey, and this turkey is one that we sell to companies that give them out to their employees at Christmas and Thanksgiving. And as you may or may not be able to see, I've not used the hock lock here, and that's why it's kind of real open. Okay? What I'm going to do is take it out of the roasting pan and, of course, put it right on my cutting board and get this out of the way. It's always important that we have a sharp knife, because carving a turkey, although if you do it right, you can hit the right spots where you don't need a sharp knife. It's always nice to have one. A serrated knife is also helpful in one of the steps that I will show you. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is probably the easiest thing is to take off the wings, and all you have to do is, a lot of times you can put the turkey right on its side and cut right in the joint there, and the wing just kind of comes off nice and easy. Okay, now this particular turkey is so tender and juicy, it's just kind of falling apart, but we can separate it simply like this. Take the wing tip off. A lot of people do like the wing tips. I don't, so I will drop it in there. And what we're going to end up doing here is lining the outside with the wings and the drumsticks. Okay, so since this one has already come off, we'll just put that one around the side, and of course take off that first joint of the wing. Okay, and put that right here. A lot of people do like that wing meat. Now, if you notice, I have some extra white meat around. What we're going to do is put all the white meat in one place and all the dark meat in one place, so we'll just start a little pile of white meat right there. Next thing we want to do is take off the legs, and it's quite easy. You just slide the knife right between the breast and the leg, and you hold the breast with one hand and push up with your other hand, and the bone should just snap right off right at the joint, and you could just take off the one thigh. And what we'll do is put this off to the side and separate the thigh from the leg. And all you have to do is put it on end, put the knife right down, and you should hit the joint. If you don't, you just separate it just a little and see exactly where the joint is, and the knife easily cuts through it. Okay, and then we'll put one drumstick there. Okay, and I'm going to hold this thigh for a second until I cut the other side here. Again, we just push up, and the bone pops out, and really you could just take it right off. This one is a particularly juicy one. Okay, and we will cut in the joint, find that joint, and there we have our other drumstick that we'll put right on the other side, opposite way. I'm going to put the breast off to the side here a moment. Then we have the thigh. What we want to do here is just basically take it off the bone and have a pile of dark meat that those that enjoy dark meat can enjoy. And one thing that a lot of people don't do is take off the gristle, and you could see how there's a lot of gristle that is really not too appetizing, and it's just a matter of just kind of picking it off and throwing it out, and that way we can start our pile of dark meat. Cut it up, and it really comes off the bone nice. And once you do this a number of times, you know the different muscles of the turkey, and you could tell and pretty much know where all the gristle is. And I don't know if you could see it, but this is, again, not too appetizing that you know, most people, I suppose, don't like. Sometimes you can cut it in half to have uniform pieces, and we're going to set that right in the middle. The skin, again, I don't like the skin, but some people do, so maybe you want to start a little pile of skin there. Okay, more gristle. If we could get a little close-up shot there, you could see how this is undesirable and the other piece is clean. And basically, what this does is allows those that want the dark meat to enjoy the dark meat. Those that want the white meat can enjoy the white meat, and at the same time having a very nice presentation on the turkey, especially if we line it with some parsley or some type of green or colored type of vegetable. Okay, let me just take these pieces, and as far as this one goes, I'm just going to put one piece off to the side here. Take off that gristle. There we go. And this one piece I'll just put on the plate because I'd like to get to the breast now. Okay. Just put this down here. Okay, now comes the fun part. Now we have the breast along with the back, and what we want to do is put the knife right in the body cavity here. And of course, if you have stuffing, you want to take it out. You always should take it out before you carve it. You'll find some good stuffing down here, but all you have to do is just bend this down and you have part of the back. Now, most people would think that you'd want to throw this out. Well, there's a little known secret that there's a piece of meat in here called the oyster. Okay, if you lay it on the back like this, there's two pieces, one right here and one right here, and these are the most tenderest spot of the turkey. Simply delicious. We would always have fights as to who would get that piece in my family. And usually whoever's carving the turkey would always get first shot at it too. Okay, now this piece incidentally is great for soups and whatnot because still has a lot of meat on it and can be used for it. Okay, so then we have the breast, and I would say that the general consensus of the population likes white meat, so this is probably where you'll get most of that white meat. You'll of course get some on the wings. If we turn it upside down, there are two bones running here and here. You just simply put your thumb underneath and bend it back. I believe that's a scapula bone, and this is also white meat, and we'll start a little pile of that over here. Normally you would probably use a little bigger plate. Okay, and you always get a little of these pieces coming off. Whoops, come back here. Okay, and we'll take the other piece off. And I believe a lot of it's already come off here. Make our little white meat pile right there. Notice I'm saving a little spot here for the breast. Okay, next thing we want to do is take out the backbone, and in most cases it'll just pop right out like this. Okay, again, it's also good for soups if you like them. Now we end up with having the ribs on the inside. You want to take those ribs out. You just slide your thumb in there, and there's really not much meat on those. Take them out. Take both of them out. Okay, and basically what we have left is a nice piece of turkey breast here. And we'll flip it over. And I like to take off the skin. This is part of the neck skin, so I'm going to take that off. I actually take it off prior to cooking the turkey, although sometimes it will enhance the juiciness of the turkey. Okay, most people would carve a breast this way, crossways, and that's pretty much the standard way, and everybody knows that way. But this is a little different way that adds a little nice visual touch to it. Basically, you just cut right along the breastbone all the way down on one side, all the way down on the other side. And if you slide your thumb in there, and you have to be careful when the turkey's hot, and you got to make sure it cools down enough because you'll burn your thumb, you can basically take off the breast meat, and I'm doing it slowly because I don't want it to separate. And what you have here then, and I'll put this off to the side, put these over here. You basically have a half of a boneless turkey breast, and these of course are available in grocery stores like this, and you can roast them like this. But the nice thing about this is that rather than cutting it like this, we cut it the opposite way, and we'll take that's where the serrated knife comes in, and you just simply cut slices like so at a slight angle. You could make them thick, you could make them thin, and they make great sandwiches afterwards. It's always a good idea to hold it together because a lot of times they'll start to separate, so you have to be kind of careful. Electric knives are great for this because it just goes right through the breast meat. And again, you could make it as thick or as thin as you wish. And once you have this all cut, what you do is you take it just as it is, so it'll stay hot, and of course it looks nice, and lay it right in that spot that I've designated. Okay, got one more piece. There. Okay, you just simply take it just like this and put it right in there. And here you have a nice plate full of turkey. You have another breast left over that you can store in a plastic bag in the refrigerator. You could cut it, dice it, freeze it after it's been cooked and use it for turkey salad or just about anything after you're done. And that's basically it. This, again, is a one unique way of carving a turkey that adds a little spice to your holiday season. Thank you.